welcome back to my channel. We are talking November favorites today. So all the things I'm loving this month, very fall themed you might find, but a couple of things would be good for the holiday season now that Christmas is sort of coming up. The first thing I wanted to talk about is my absolute favorite thing right now, these shoes by Vionic. They are technically orthopedic. You can tell I've worn them a lot. I probably shouldn't show you the bottom. It's kind of gross, but I wear these constantly. Could not possibly recommend these more. I've told everybody and their mother about them. But yeah, these are I think they're called the Driving Mocs. I will link them below the specific name. But anyway, they are by Vionic. I have them in the black, but I also wanted to show you the brown. They're suede texture, so a little bit more delicate. Maybe even a little bit more formal, if you will. I wear them with jeans, dresses, skirts. I have a feeling that they're gonna be in major rotation this winter. So anyway, I just wanted to share those with you first thing first, because they are my absolute favorite thing this month, and probably will be for the rest of the year, if I'm being honest. Next up is something that is a little bit funny. Don't judge me too much, but I am into Sims 4 right now. This is something I was really into in college, actually. I would waste hours and hours and hours at the computer playing Sims. A couple of people that I follow had been playing it on YouTube, and I got sucked right in, and all those memories came flashing back of all the time I was able to waste with it. So anyway, if you haven't seen me on social media or on the blog lately, it's probably because I am playing Sims 4. Can't get enough of it. And the new Sims 4 has a lot of really cool extras the older versions of Sims didn't really have. Yeah, it's a goodie. So next we have a new favorite magazine. And it's really not, I probably shouldn't call it a new, because I really have loved it for probably at least a couple of years, but it's called Atomic Ranch. My last favorites, I talked about Domino magazine, which is of course another big favorite, but I had to mention Atomic Ranch. If you are a fellow mid-century lover like we are, then this magazine will be right up your alley. It has a lot of really great home tours with retro homes, some shopping roundups for antique mid-century furniture, as well as really cool reproductions. And it also kind of teaches you a little bit about the mid-century era of design, which is something that I've really been trying to get into so that I have a little bit more knowledge around the things that I love around the house. So it's been really cool to get to know some of the original mid-century designers that made it what it is today. Speaking of book type things, I wanted to share At a Glance's new collection of planners. They sent me a whole bunch to share with you guys, which I really am grateful for. This one starts in January and runs all the way through the end of the year in 2018. So this is probably my favorite one. I really like the textured gray cover and the gold spine and detailing. But I wanted to show you all of the options. Cool ombre one. This one looks sort of like a close-up of agate or some type of rock. Really cool pattern colors. A floral option. Cute triangles. And then this purple one is really cool. I just love them all, and I think that there's an option for everybody. So again, those are by At a Glance, and they're the 2018 planners. There are a bunch to choose from, so let me know which one's your favorite below. Moving on into home decor, I wanted to talk to you about another wallpaper. Last month I talked about the Sarah Sherman Samuel and Lulu and Georgia collection, which has a lot of really pretty designs. But I just found this one by Margaret Kimball Studio. She's got a ton of beautiful designs to look at, but these three are sort of my favorite. First up out of the collection, I wanted to talk about this botanical themed option. It's sort of a tonal tan, cream, and white look. It's got flowers and little bees on it, which I just think is the cutest. I mean, it's fairly bold as wallpapers go, the pattern, but the fact that it's so subtle in color makes it something that could easily work in your house without overwhelming the space. I really, really love that one. I think it'd be really cute for a powder room, or even just an accent wall. And then we have this cool geese black and white pattern. I just love how large the birds are. It just reminds me of sort of a contemporary cabin look. I just think it's really cozy. And then the last of the three I wanted to share was this one. It's a subtle gold dot pattern on white, and I think that this would be really, really simple to incorporate into pretty much any room. It's not overwhelming. It's nice and subtle and sweet. I'm kind of considering it. I think it would be fun. We haven't done any wallpaper in our house yet since we moved in about 2 years ago. So I don't know, this could be a contender. I also wanted to mention that these are peel-in sticks, so they're a great option if you're renting and you can't install full-scale wallpaper. These just peel and stick right to the wall and can be removed very simply. So if you're indecisive like me, these are probably the perfect option for you. For you coffee lovers, these Dunkin' Donuts cold brew packs are my absolute favorite right now. I talked about them on the blog. There's a full recipe. I will make sure to link it below. But essentially what you do is you take the coffee pack out of the box, put it in a pitcher, add water and steep it overnight in the fridge, and the next morning you have really rich, flavorful iced coffee. They are caffeine rich, I will tell you. I tend to feel pretty jittery after having a cup, but that's a good thing. So yeah, I love these. And they also have it in pumpkin flavor for fall. Another thing I wanted to talk about, which is sort of kitchen related if you really like pretty hand soaps by your sink, are these Method and Creative Growth hand soap dispensers. When I got these out of the box, I just fell in love with the patterns, and it turns out that they're actual art created by disabled adults who are part of this organization called Creative Growth. I will just read you the card because if I try to explain it any further by myself, it won't make sense. But basically, this limited edition art collection was curated to celebrate and support Creative Growth, a nonprofit art center for adults with disabilities based in Oakland, California. The cool thing about it is that all of these hand soap bottles feature art directly from the adults who are part of the Creative Growth organization. So, and it actually has a little bit of information about the featured artists on the back of each of these hand soap dispensers, which is really cool. I mean, this one has little clouds on it. This one is a cool geometric abstract pattern. This one has really, really pretty colors in an abstract dot form. This one is probably our favorite. It smells amazing. It's the Jasmine Lily scent, and John is obsessed with it. It smells just like fresh cut flowers. Like, they nailed it with both the scents and the designs of the bottles. So speaking of sweet smelling things, I wanted to talk about Scentered for a second. If you know me, you probably are aware that I'm a fairly anxious person on a daily basis. So when I heard about Scentered's collection of candles and therapy balms, it just spoke to me. This one is specific for stress relief, and it's a mixture of chamomile, neroli, and mandarin. The candle alone is something I didn't go ahead and burn it because I wanted to make sure it looked pretty for you guys, but I can't wait to have this by my desk, burn it while I'm working. It's all natural, so it's a blend of natural waxes, sustainably sourced, non-GMO, so all the good stuff, and I really like what the brand stands for. Oh, I just can't get enough of it. And then this one is kind of cool. It's a therapy balm. So you just kind of unwind it and dot it around your stress points. And it just sort of envelops you in this sweet mandarin, chamomile type scent. It's just a great way to naturally reset your mood. And speaking of, I wanted to talk about this collection from Bastide. I'm not gonna try to attempt to say the French words, you're welcome. But check out the website. There's a really great video online to talk about what they are and what the brand does, but it's all natural, sourced from artisans in France. This one is an orange scented hand cream. I like to keep it in my desk drawer, so after I finish up something that's particularly stressful at work, I can sort of rub this into my hands, kind of give myself a little massage, and it's just a nice way to sort of reset my mood before I tackle the next thing. I also have a body wash, which I can't wait to try, and a hand soap. It smells really good. It's a different scent than the orange, sort of flowery, but still really fresh and herby. And again, these are all made in France using natural ingredients, so it's something that you don't have to feel guilty about having out on your vanity. Since we're sort of segueing into beauty, I wanted to mention or re-mention Alima Pure. If you remember, I had ordered their foundation samples so that I could find my perfect match, and I did, and it is Beige 2. After trying all of the different sample size versions of the foundation, Beige 2 was just the perfect fit for me. So I went ahead and ordered the full size and love it. It's just a really nice mineral foundation. Those are my favorites. I just love the size of the canister. It's easy to open, easy to brush on. It's great coverage, it's soft, it doesn't feel really cloggy. It's just a really great mineral foundation, and I can't say anything bad about it. Next, I wanted to talk lips. What I'm wearing today is Buxom, and it's in the Brooklyn shade. I I'm a big fan of lipsticks right now, and this one is a great one. I don't know if it's because it's so close to what my lips already are, but it's one of those where if it starts to fade throughout the day, it doesn't look hugely obvious that I'm wearing lipstick, which is my least favorite thing. It's a great formula. It sort of tingles a little bit after you put it on, but it's a matte type finish. I will definitely be repurchasing this once it's gone. Next, I wanted to talk about the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick. It's definitely a departure from the Buxom Brooklyn shade since it's such a bright, bold pink color. But I'm the type of person that likes to have a couple of different options when I'm getting ready in the morning, so having the darker red or the brighter pink is just sort of a fun way for me to mix things up. Let me just go put this on so you can see what it looks like. So yeah, this is it. It's a really bold pink, like I said. It's definitely a departure from the darker reds that you sort of see this fall, but I wanted to do something that was sort of poppy. I mean, it works with an outfit like this, you know, put it on with your favorite white sweater, scarves. It's just kind of a cool way to add a little bit of personality to it. A darker fall wardrobe. I will link down below what this specific color is. I also wanted to mention that when you first put it on, it's pretty liquidy, but once you blot and you kind of go throughout the rest of your morning routine, it sort of softens down into a nice easy matte finish. And speaking of Stila, I also wanted to talk about their Stay All Day Waterproof Brow Color, which is something that I've been using a lot of. It's a single step brow finish. You just brush it right on, and it's a nice subtle color, and it lasts all day just like it says, and I just really like that it's a one-step type finish. Okay, I'm gonna try to hurry because my battery seems to be dying. But speaking of brow color, I also wanted to talk about brow food. This one is a two-step process, but if you have a little bit more time in your morning routine, this is a great option. This is actually what I'm wearing today. So it's just sort of makes your brows look a little bit more pronounced, has nice color to it, fills in those areas that are a little bit thinner. So that's a definite new favorite, and that is called the Aqua Brow Powder Plus Pencil Duo, and it's by Brow Food. Another Brow Food favorite is this chamomile makeup eraser pen. This is something I didn't think I was really going to use all that much, but it turns out that it comes in pretty handy. As soon as I pulled this out of the box and thought, oh, I'm never going to use that, I ended up using it that morning. It's a great tool to add to your makeup bag. So again, that's the chamomile makeup eraser pen from Brow Food, and it's just one of my new favorites. Couldn't wait to tell you about it. Sorry, my battery died, but we're back in business now. Anyway, moving on, we have Lash Food, which has a conditioning chamomile eye makeup remover. It's a two-phase formula for eye makeup, and as you can tell, I do wear a lot of eye makeup. I like to wear a lot of thick eyeliner, and I love mascara too. And this is a really nice, gentle formula for removing it before I go to sleep every night. And I'm not really one for having a super involved nighttime routine, so this is a great one to add to yours if you're looking for something just really quick and easy. So again, that's the Lash Food Conditioning Chamomile Eye Makeup Remover. I will definitely link it down below. So the last thing I wanted to talk about before I wrap things up is this Revlon hair dryer. It's called the Revlon 360 Dryer, and you can actually twist the front of the dryer based on how you want to style your hair. So if you want more of a traditional dry, you can twist it closed, or if you want to be able to coat your strands 360 degrees, you can open it up and then run your hair through it like this. And I know I look really stupid trying to do this on camera, but you get the point. It's a faster dry by doing it 360 degrees, and it's kind of nice for styling too. I like to style my bangs through it rather than having to get out the straightener. It's kind of an all-in-one type deal with this, and I think you'll really enjoy it. It's just as cool as it sounds, basically. I'm almost assuredly forgetting something, but essentially that is my collection of favorites for the month of November. And since I know some of you might be wondering, my sweater is from J. Crew, my necklace is from Natalie Borton, and my dickie, which is, this is actually a faux collar, is from Le Coup, and I can't say enough good things about that brand as well. I'm not really that fond of trying to layer a button up underneath a sweater. It just feels really crinkly and constricting, so I love the idea of a dickie. It's just an easier way to get that layered look without having to worry about stuffing a shirt underneath a sweater. So yes, I would definitely recommend them as well. I will link them below. But that's basically it. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and subscribe if you haven't. Give this video a like, and I will see you next month for my Christmas wish list.